everyone, my name is Caitlyn and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Today I am very excited to go over my 2025 reading goals. This video is going to be going up on January 1st, 2025, so Happy New Year, welcome to 2025. And so yeah, I just have a few goals. I have, let me see, 8. I have 8 goals. But they're very much, like they're not super strict. I'm not being super strict with myself or anything. So yeah, they're just for fun. And yeah, I just thought this would be a fun video to film. So let's jump right into my goals. So my first goal is to read the entire Bible in 2025. I did read it all the way through in a year, several years ago. But it has been a few years since I have done that. So, and my goal is that starting the day this video goes up, January 1st, starting a new Bible reading plan where I'm going to try my best. My goal is to read through the Bible in 90 days. So I'm hopeful. I looked it up and I did do the math even based on the Bible that I use, and it averages out to about 12 pages a day. So I was like, well, that's a chapter in a regular book. So I should certainly be able to do that. So we'll see. Hopefully I will be motivated and engaged and enthusiastic in spending my time with Jesus, and yeah, be able to meet that goal. Hopefully maybe a couple of times even in the year. That would be awesome. So yeah, I really feel like if I have a goal, something that I'm working towards, I'm much better able to be successful than if I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to try to do this. So I really feel like having a set goal, if I don't meet it, that's fine. I'm not going to stress about it. The point of this goal obviously is just to spend more time with Jesus and be more consistent in that, because I'm not usually super consistent. So that is the whole point. That is the whole point of it. It's not, checking something off the to-do list. It's prioritizing Jesus and putting him first in my day. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, but that's the plan as of now. Okay, then my next goal is to read 100 books. That's the goal that I set pretty much every year. Sometimes I have to lower it, and that's totally fine. And if I exceed it, that's great too. That's the standard goal that I set. Yeah, and I don't stress about it. I like setting my goal at 100. So that's what I do. I don't want anyone to feel like you are a failure or that you are not a reader if you don't read that many books. And, I know people who read way more books a year than I do. If you have read one book a year, you're a reader. So I hope you feel encouraged in that. I don't want anyone to feel down on themselves for not meeting a set number, because there is no set number. Reading is not a competition. Reading is for fun. And if it's not fun, then do whatever you have to do to find the fun and find the joy again, because that's what it should be. Okay. Goal number 3 is there are 4 year-long reading challenges that I'm going to be participating in, and I want to complete all of those. So I'm going to be participating in Oshina's Read Christian Romance Challenge, Jeanette over at Jane Reads her Christian Fiction Reading Challenge, Amanda's brand new Southern Comfort Reading Challenge, and Katie over at Paperbacks and Ponytails, which that was Book Lover Amanda. Sorry, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. But anyway, Book Lover Amanda, she's amazing. She created a reading challenge called the Southern Comfort Reading Challenge for 2025, and I'm very excited. And then Katie over at Paperbacks and Ponytails is doing a Princess Bride-a-thon reading challenge, which I am super excited about because I love the Princess Bride movie. I've never read the book, but that is one of my, well, it's not an official goal for 2025, but it is something that I plan to do in 2025 and actually read it for one of the prompts in the reading challenge. So excited about that. Okay, goal number 4 is there are 6 authors that I would like to read to 0. There are others as well, but I've picked 6 on my list. So number 1 is Emilie Haney. She writes romantic suspense and mysteries under Emilie Haney, clean romance under Belle Renshaw, and then she does YA sci-fi fantasy under E.A. Hendricks. Then next one is Drew Taylor, and she writes clean rom-com with Christian characters, a Christian worldview. It's not necessarily Christian fiction per se, but the characters are Christian and their faith is a part of the story. So she specifically states that it's not Christian fiction because she believes that books and things cannot be Christian, only people can be. So that's like her statement of not calling it Christian fiction per se, but for me, I think I'm considering it to be Christian fiction. So anyway, then Julie Christianson, and she writes clean rom-com, like completely clean, nothing beyond kisses, no language whatsoever. Yeah, love her books. And next is Emma St. Clair, who again, she also writes clean rom-com, and I'm focusing on, she does have several older books that are just clean romances with a little bit of humor from what I understand, and maybe some light faith elements. Her current books are rom-coms. They do not have any overt faith element in them at all, but they are completely clean and I love them. So I'm focusing on finishing up her rom-com list for now, and then I will probably later go back to the her earlier clean romances. Savannah Scott, I only have 3 books of hers left to read because I'm very excited. So those are her rom-coms. She does also have clean romance under Patty H. Scott that I will be getting to. I've read one of them and I will be getting to the rest of them later. Probably not in 2025, but we shall see. And then lastly is Jaycee Weaver, and she is a Christian contemporary romance and rom-com author. Her books are fantastic. I love her so much. Just love her books so much, as with all of these authors that I mentioned that I'm super excited to read. Okay, goal number 5 is to read 12 Christmas books. Now, this is a goal that I have had for several years now. I think I started in 2021, I think. And started initially, the first 3 years maybe I did it. It was to read at least 1 Christmas book every month throughout the year. And then last year I changed it to just being reading 12 Christmas books at some point during the year. And that worked a lot better for me. It was a lot less stressful and I liked it a lot better. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year, is the same thing, just reading at least 12 Christmas books during the year. Okay, then goal 6 is to complete the 25 in 2025. Now, I am the worst at making lists of things and then not sticking to them because I am a mood reader. So that's the struggle that I dealt with in 2023, with the 23 in 2023. I made the list at the very beginning of the year of books that were my 23 in 2023. And I ended up not getting to 9 of them. Yeah. So that didn't work the greatest for me. So what I decided to do for 2024 was say, okay, I'm going to do 24 in 2024. It has to be physical books that I owned in a physical format, print format, prior to the end of 2023. But I don't have to read them in physical format. If I can get the audiobook from the library, I can listen to it through audio. And that's what I ended up doing with a lot of them, but it has to be a book that I owned physically prior to the end of 2023. And that actually worked really, really well for me this year. In 2024, I actually completed the 24 books in October, actually. So that worked really well for me. So I'm planning to do my 25 in 2025 the same way. It'll be any books that I owned physically prior to the start of 2025. And if they are in audio and I can get the audio, I can listen to the audio. That is something that I am allowing myself. But yeah, so trying to chip away at my physical TBR that way. So I'm very excited. And then goal 7 is to reread and annotate 3 books. So I did a little bit of annotating of books occasionally in 2024 and found I really enjoyed it, but I really want to get the really cool aesthetic highlighters and sticky tabs and do like some aesthetic annotating of some of my favorite books. I think that would be super fun. Yeah, it looks so fun, and I would really love to do that in 2025 for at least 3 books, hopefully. And then the last goal number 8, is to try at least 5 new to me authors, and I want to keep a list of them. Like I want to keep a list in my reading journal of the new to me authors that I did read, because that's something I didn't do in 2024. I know I read a number of new to me authors, but I didn't keep track of them. So my goal is to read at least 5 and keep track of them. So these are a few that are on my list that I plan to try. Madelyn Smith, who is a clean rom-com author. Gracie Ruth Mitchell, also clean rom-com. Annabel Monaghan, she writes like rom-com women's fiction. I believe she does include strong language in her books, so that's something to be aware of. I have not read any of them yet, but yeah, looking forward to it. Jenessa Fayeth, I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name, but also clean rom-com. Parker Roberts, fun story. He is actually the husband of a bookstagrammer, Rachel at Closed Door Romance, and he actually wrote this book, Grounds, I think it's Grounds for Impropriety, I'm pretty sure is the title of it. And he included all of her favorite things that she loves in a rom-com, and he did this as a gift to her, essentially. So I have the book, and I'm very excited to read it because I think that's just so awesome. Okay, and then Remi Carrington, which is another clean rom-com author who I have not tried. I have known about her books for several years now and just have not tried them. I have a bunch on my Kindle that I've gotten as freebies at different times, so excited about that. Meg Easton, same clean rom-com. I'm really, really excited to try her Spy series. Yeah, they look super good and interesting. Okay, next is Sarah M. Eden, who is a clean, I think she may have a couple of contemporaries, I don't know, but she primarily writes clean historical romance. And yeah, I have never read anything by her, and I've been meaning to for years now and have not gotten around to it. So I am excited to try her books in 2025. I think I will probably start with Seeking Persephone because I was a Kickstarter backer for the Seeking Persephone movie, which is still in production, but I'm very excited about the snippets that I have seen of it, and I really want to read the book now. So yeah. And then lastly is Sian Bessey, who is another, well, she kind of writes all over. I guess she writes some contemporary romance, some suspense, some romantic suspense, and some historical romance. So yeah, I'm very excited to try her books as well. Okay, so that wraps up my 2025 goals, at least the ones that I have set at this point. Who knows if I will set other goals at some other time during the year? Who knows? But at this point in time, those are the goals that I came up with. Again, they're all very, fluid, subject to change, and I am not going to put any pressure on myself to achieve these goals. It's just something fun to do. I would love to know if you set goals, what one of your goals is. Yeah, so let's chat in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.